Street gangs. They've been around in this country since about the end of the last century. There are at least 5,000 of them now, mostly in big cities. But lately, these gangs and the crime and violence associated with them are springing up in small towns. Anthony Mason hit the streets for tonight's Eye on America.
Rapid City, South Dakota, population 55,000. And a Wednesday night rock concert brings multiple arrests for open beer cans.
You're not carrying any knives, guns, bazookas, anything like that with you?
Small crime in a small town, but these days Rapid City has bigger worries.
Quite a little gang violence.
Officer Louis Lang is with the city's new gang task force.
There was some of the lynch mob.
That's the name of the gang, the lynch mob?
Yeah.
It's a friendly name.
They never thought it would be a problem out here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Then 2 years ago, just down the road from Mount Rushmore, police in Rapid City saw it starting.
We began seeing more assaults, more fights, more weapons involved, calls.
These are marks that were burned into your arm with a knife.
Yeah. Ask him about that.
And that's how you were initiated into the gang?
Yep.
Frank is 15 years old and says he's a member of Rapid City's biggest gang, the Boys.
Man, this whole block's my turf.
This is your turf?
Yeah, anybody watching it I don't like that says anything, I just run over there and knock them out.
And the enemy is just across the street.
Right over there in the red house, bunch of punks.
The lynch mob.
What do these guys do to you?
They usually throw rocks. They usually start like calling.
They throw rocks where? At your house?
Yeah.
Over here?
And then they'll start calling us names. They're putting our gang down. They'll be kicking the shit out of one of our gang members, and then there'll be about 30 of them just beating up one of ours.
Across the country, in smaller communities from Portland, Maine to Eugene, Oregon to Des Moines, Iowa, police are facing a gang problem.
Iowa, there's a little bumper sticker, isn't this heaven? But even in Iowa, they're talking about Crips, Bloods, folks, people, vice lords.
Michael Walker and Linda Schmidt of the Ohio Task Force on Violent Crime travel America warning parents and teachers that gangs are not just a big city problem.
Little girls that join gangs are initiated by sex, gang rape.
And so if it's in Iowa, rest assured, it's in the rest of America.
It arrives in the small towns on America's cultural highways, music, the movies.
At first it seemed glamorous, like, you know, living on the edge.
She is afraid to be identified. In Fort Wayne, Indiana, she is one of many kids who the YMCA is trying to help break their gang connections.
I was expected to either break into a house, do a drive-by shooting, or shoot somebody.
Disobedient members faced serious consequences.
It's like your whole family could die if you do one thing wrong and they don't like it.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe that.
What does it take to get a kid out of a gang? I mean,
Time.
YMCA counselor Angie Hammonds knows and now has her own gang of success stories.
These kids are drawn into gang activity because the gangs will give and die for them. They'll give 100% of their life to them. And so we, as adults, have to be willing to give 100% of our lives to these children.
But in Rapid City, where they started policing the problem early, they're not certain they can wipe it out.
I've heard it said that gangs are like cockroaches. Once you've got them forever.
you like being a gang member?
Yeah.
How come?
It's to my heart, man.
He says he joined a year ago. He already has a police record, and there are now hundreds of others like him on the streets of Rapid City. In South Dakota, I'm Anthony Mason for Eye on America.
What you gonna do when TVG comes for you?
What's happening to our children? Part of our world tonight. Coming up.